Good morning, Pete here with the Small Business Resource Center.com and Small Business Resource Center YouTube channel. This update is for the coronavirus vaccine and coronavirus vaccine stocks. I'm sure you're well aware a lot of stocks have been taking a dip, but the focus that I've had on were three particular stocks for vaccine approval. That would be Moderna, Pfizer and BioNTech, Johnson & Johnson could be another one, AstraZeneca, actually I just added a fourth. Johnson & Johnson actually said they're on the third stage, they just entered that recently, and everything's looking promising. But you got to keep in mind what I mentioned probably from the start of my videos. I thought two had the highest chance, Moderna and Pfizer and then BioNTech. Of course, BioNTech is in Europe. So we're looking at these stocks, and a couple things have happened. One, AstraZeneca, they just started their phase 3 trial not too long ago. Moderna and Pfizer have actually been higher with their approval, and they're almost done their phase 3 trials. So that makes them the leader. The one thing that makes me cautious with Moderna is a simple fact that Moderna actually, their CEO and one of their head medical officers sold all their stocks about a month ago. They just dumped them. Typically that's a bad sign. And then when you're looking at having issues, of course, that will be an issue. And they also released in the news recently, Moderna coronavirus may not be ready for US elections. And they're asking for, more time to get everything done and make sure everything's safe for everyone. So their phase 3 study, September 25th, they need additional 2 months of screening patients, which would not be available till November 25th. That's what they're stating. So on the positive side for other companies, Pfizer and then BioNTech actually are trying to seek approval in Europe right now. So they're basically filing for an expedited approval in Europe right now. So if they're able to do that in Europe, they're probably ready to do that in the United States. So there's not been any negative news as far as their approvals. All right, for the FDA, it seems like there's a little hiccup. The FDA actually put out yesterday, it says that they're requiring 2 months of follow-up period for coronavirus vaccines before authorization. Now, I'm not sure why this came about, except for the simple fact that Moderna had asked for 2 months because they weren't sure if their product was safe. Plus, you had other news where there was a major fatality. I think that was AstraZeneca again, or a major incident which has caused a delay with some companies. And basically when you're looking at this, there's been no negative publicity with Pfizer. And the other thing that makes me consider Pfizer as the industry leader is the simple fact that they did not get any government grant money. And of course there's nothing wrong with getting government grant money, but with the regulations for the government grant funds, the companies that were getting government grant funds had to be transparent. They also had to provide their information to share. So while they were going through their approvals, if they had positive results, that information had to be public, maybe an open source is the best word, so other companies can look at that and potentially use that to their advantage. Pfizer did not want to share information. They're a very large company, so they said we're not going to get grant money, and they could afford to do everything on their own, where a lot of the smaller companies could not afford to do that. So you just want to keep that in mind. That is what I'm looking at. And of course, this seems very positive. Pfizer might be available very soon. And I had been told with some local people that some of them have been told that are frontline workers that their vaccine might be available around November 1st, and they would be required to get vaccinations for the coronavirus. So this is coming down the pipeline, and that puts, in my opinion, Pfizer and BioNTech as the leaders. So this is not information to buy or sell any stock. Do what you want with it. Do your own research and consult whoever you want, but don't take my advice. All right, this is Pete from the Small Business Resource Center.com and Small Business Resource Center YouTube channel. Have a great day.